Y'all want to see a dead body?
You know, this revolution is filled with so many ironies, really. First, you tell us that it is manly to keep your word, right? If you are a man, you keep your word. And now all of the black people in this country are demanding, and even the black people in the whole world are demanding, is that you keep your word. You told us we were free. Well, then show us that we're free. You told us that there is justice, equality for all in this country. Well, then stick to your word and let us see the justice and equality for all. Or else admit to us that you're not a man, you're a word, you're afraid of us, you're afraid to give us equal stand. You're afraid that if you give us equal ground, that we will match you and we will override you.
Y'all want to see a dead body? Y'all want to see a dead body?
You can kill all the black folks you want, baby, but you will not kill the freedom of black folks. It's coming. We're going to get it. We fought every one of your damn lousy wars, baby, and you give us nothing. Now, the war is going to be here, but we're going to be free. Now, you kill you want to, but we kill too.
Y'all want to see a dead body? Y'all want to see a dead body?
Good afternoon.
You know, this revolution is filled with so many ironies, really.
Before that starts to loop in there, I was really just heading to the stop button, and it just chose to keep going anyway. That's my fault. That's my fault. I really can't say that's not my fault. That's my fault. Just a lack of professionalism. You know, what can I say? Let me get this loop going here. I'd like to get this going early and just make sure that's in my phones. Anybody that's going to check this out on the live, whether it be YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Rumble even. You know, it's up on Rumble, but I don't have any subscribers up on Rumble, so nobody really knows. There are subscribers on Facebook. There are subscribers on YouTube. So I anticipate, and there's subscribers on Twitter. I actually do better on Twitter with subscribers than views, but, you know, none of that really matters in the grand scheme of things. As long as I get the message out, it'll be found or not. So anybody that's in the sphere of Facebook, people been going at it with me for a little bit here. I actually haven't responded to many of them, so they're really not going at me with me. I'm just kind of letting them say what they wanted to say. So I've decided to just make a stream out of it. I mean, I figure if I'm going to make a post and then people don't really like what I say in the post, what I should do is just make a stream out of it. And let me go ahead and get ready to come up here. Let me go ahead and come up. Let's see here. What do we got? We can do that. But I use this caption. Why I use delete, because I just made a post about what's been going on in Washtenaw County. And shout out to all the supporters. And before I actually get going, before I get cooking on just this situation, it's a very simple situation. Shout out to my brother Malik Shabazz. I don't know how he's doing, but he's still holding on, still holding strong. So shout out to that brother. You know, he has been a soldier in the game for over 40 years, way before I was out here trying to do anything. Brother Malik Shabazz has been out there on the battle lines, doing his thing for our people. So shout out to that brother. Give him love, give him strength, give him thoughts. You know, he don't need no courage. He's had all the courage that he's needed all this time. We just need to be able to uplift that brother and let's get him off that hospital bed and home safely, home soon. Sister Cynthia, Dr. Cynthia, good afternoon. Just here to break something down real quick. Just real quick, sis. But, you know, I don't know if you actually saw that post on IG. I know you see a lot more of my content on IG, but I put this post up, 17 days, 8 deleted. Really, Washtenaw? I'm really saying really what's going on with my people out here in Washtenaw County. 17 days, we've had 8 deletions, 8 human deletions. And I know people don't like that word, but that is the word that they've actually given me that they won't actually ban me for. So, you know, I load like people, you know, people want to hear murdered. They want to hear killed. They want to hear slain. They want to hear all of that. No. You can't say a lot of those words. And some of these algorithms, they pick it up, then they just block you. It's not even a human that's blocking you. It's just a bot that's blocking you. And how does that make you feel when you get blocked by a bot? That's crazy. Sometimes it's humans, but, you know, for the most part, it's bots now. Bots are actually blocking us. They're taking our content. They're taking our messaging down. So we've got to at least be astute to that and then say, okay, what we've got to do is we got to maneuver around that. And I thought I was doing so by using a word that is commonly used. It's commonly used online, and I'm not sure why I'm catching such, you know, flack with it. You know, and I'm gonna read some of the stuff. I'm gonna actually read some of the stuff because people don't like the term delete. But before I get into reading some of the post responses, as you know, they came after. What was the age range? Well, I tell you what, we know we're all the way down to 16. And then I believe the highest I've seen has been 52, 16 to 52. And all those ages peppered in the middle. There was some 40s, there was 30s, there was 20s, of course, and there were some teens. So, you know, out of the 8, the ages, you know, went from the teens to the 20s to the 30s to the 40s to the 50s. So 5 decades. We lost young men out here in 5 decades. And even as a 52-year-old, I would say he's a young man because he hasn't lived all of his life. I hope he ain't lived all of his life because I'm 53. So I hope I'm not near the end. So bringing these things out in Washtenaw County, this is just not common. This is not, I think we had registered, I believe last year we had registered 14 in the county, if I'm not mistaken. And I'll double check that. I thought we had 14 in the county. We've already got 8 in the last 17 days. And I'm gonna double check that. Let me get on this real quick, because I remember doing a cast about, you know, the numbers, and they were talking about the numbers of murders, you know, and really how the numbers of murders had come down. Murders in Washington. County 2022. The whole list of where Washington, when homicides occurred in Washington. So this is January of 23, and it said Washington County Medical Examiner's Office performed 11 autopsies in 22, whose deaths were ruled as homicides to a Freedom of Information Act request submitted by MLive/Ann Arbor News, but they in Ann Arbor News, by comparison to the 14 homicides that were reported in 21. That's right. So we went down in 22. In 22, we had 11. In 21, we had 14. But in 2023, in 17 days, we've had 8. So I got to ask what the problem is. With people getting deleted out here. So I said, really, Washington. But I'm not even catching flack on people saying, somebody said, oh, you know, how many cops shot people? Actually, out of all these bodies, not one police officer killed any of these people. No, the police didn't delete anybody here. These were all done by citizens. So I know people like to jump on the cop killing a citizen narrative. I get it. We've experienced it. It's going to continue to happen till they get rid of qualified immunity. That's another cast. We're here on deleted only. We're going to stay on deleted only. Why I use delete. What up, Free? Looking at this, I said, okay, let me find out, because the numbers seemed kind of high. For the year, we only did 11 last year. The year before, we did 14. So the numbers seemed kind of high to me, so I thought I'd say something. 8 in the last 17 days. Whole year, 11. 8 in the last 17 days. I haven't even calculated what happened in the other 5 months of the year. Or I'm sorry, 6 months of the year, because we're in July. So 6 full months have gone by. So if I calculate from January 1st all the way to June 30th, how many more am I going to have other than the 8 that we already know about right now? How many more am I going to have? Am I going to have last year's total? Am I going to have the year before total? It doesn't matter. We haven't gotten through but half of the year. So this is where the problem lies. I've tried to tell people it's going to be a hot summer if this continues. Now we're at 8 murders in 17 days. And when I said delete, everybody lost their mind because I said delete. How about y'all losing your mind of the fact that 8 people are not going to be here ever again? Where's the outrage there? Not the outrage on my post. Not even trying to find out who killed who. The fact that 8 people left up out of here. And when somebody said, oh, you could have said he passed away, but he didn't pass away. He was killed. He was murdered. I'll say pass away when he's like, 50, 60, 70, he dies of natural causes or so-called natural causes. I'll say passed away. He dies in his recliner. He dies in his lawn chair out back. I'll say passed away, but I'm not going to say passed away when people are being taken out violently by other individuals. I'm not going to say that's not passed away. That's being deleted. Here, let me just bring this up. So, Sister Cosetta, how you doing? Free's in here with the hashtags. I appreciate that, Free. So yeah, let me just go in and get this off the screen here. Let's blow this on up and let's put up delete so we can understand really what delete is. Y'all who've been complaining on Ypsilanti area discussion, Ypsilanti uncensored. I'm glad they uncensored the way they're talking. and Ypsilanti with some discernment. The one with some discernment, they ain't really got a lot of discernment. So, hopefully a few people are actually watching this stream on the discernment page, especially the ones who have shown no discernment. So we're looking at the word delete. Y'all see the word just like I see the word. Remove or obliterate, especially by drawing a line through or marking it with a delete sign. The passage was deleted. Now, I'm just using every definition of it. I'm using them all. I hit all. Remove, cut out, take out. Isn't that a colloquialism for murder? They took him out. Let's take him out. That's a colloquialism for murder. Is that worse than delete, or is that better than delete? Or would you rather I use murder or kill? Edit out, expunge. You don't generally hear the word expunge unless somebody's getting their criminal record cleared. But, yeah, you can expunge an individual. Excise, eradicate. See, when somebody says they're going to eradicate you, now you've got a scholarly killer. Cancel. That was an old colloquialism for, cancel and delete. They all go together right there. But, when you said you was going to cancel somebody, yeah, you know what? We need to cancel Christmas on him. That meant something. Unpublished. Yeah, I guess if you alive, you published. If you die, you unpublished. Cross out, another colloquialism for murder. There's a lot of colloquialisms for murder. Maybe because it also means delete. Strike out, put a line through. How many times you've seen movies and somebody has a list of people that they're going to kill and they got a little notepad, and as soon as they kill them, they put a line through their name. They put a line through their name. See the example there? You understand the example there? Blue pencil. I ain't never heard of that one. No, I like that, blue pencil. If somebody gets blue pencil, they get deleted. Boy, if somebody ever writes my name in a blue pencil, y'all better know something. I got to them before they got to me. Ink out, score out, scratch out. That's another colloquialism, scratch out. Obliterate, white out. Rub out, right there. That's an old term. That's an old gangster term. Rub him out. He got rubbed out. Yeah, back in the day, that meant you was killing somebody. You was murdering somebody. Now, if you hear somebody say rub out, it has a whole different meaning. Another video. Erase, efface, wipe out. There you go. Another one. Another old term for murder. Blot out. Blot out. You blot that shit. You blot that shit. Blot him out. Kill. That's pretty simple. Delete. I've never seen that one before. Delete. There's no T-E on it. Delete. Tipex out. Never heard of that either. Tipex out. Tipex out? It wouldn't let me hit on. I tried to see what that meant. I'm about to put it in separately and see what that meant. Tipex out. But yeah, you look at all the terms that come under delete. All the terms that come under delete. But I'm catching flack because I use the word delete. What if I use one of them other terms? They got rubbed out. 8 people rubbed out in the last 17 days. Then they're going to get mad about that too, right? Y'all get mad at the word that I use, even though the word that I use is actually better than other words. And I don't think it's any better than murder or kill, but you just can't use murder or kill because they will block your platform. I'm not sure why I'm having a problem with this. I'm supposed to be dealing with intelligent people here. Aren't I dealing with intelligent people here? I would hope I'm dealing with intelligent people here, but I don't really believe I'm dealing with intelligent people here. I don't believe I'm dealing with intelligent people here when they come at me like this for something like this. I was sick when I found out the life expectancy of 4 black men in my county, 64 years. Yeah. We're in the 60s, sis. When I was growing up, we was in the 80s. It dropped into the 70s as I got grown. Now we in the 60s. They're not expecting us to live past 64 years old. 64 years old. Let me see if I can do a little calculation here while I'm up in here. Let me see if I can do a little calculation here. Give me one quick second. Because I need to look at both devices. So I got 8 deleted. But I got it in my messages, their ages, I believe. How am I going to do that? Okay. So where did that go? Me. Oh, it's on the post. So let me just double check this real quick. All right. So he was, okay, so I'm going to go into the ages here. 39 plus 18, 52, 16, 20, 19, 44. Divide that by 8. The average age of the 8 that have died in the last 17 days has been 26 years old. 26. So I didn't mean to take the stream down to kind of some dead air there, but I was adding it up, just making sure I had that. 26. So we're supposed to be 64. We're supposed to be 64. Is that what you said, sis? Yeah, 64. But in the last 17 days, 8 people have been murdered, and the average age is 26 years old. So not one of the individuals got to 64. Not one. Not one got into their 60s. The oldest was 52 years old. The oldest was 52 years old. The youngest was 16. And the average age is 26 years old. 26 years old. Life hasn't even begun at 26 years old. When I turned 26, I just had my first daughter. My second daughter was on the way. That's how long ago that's been. "26 years old. And many of these individuals had children. So that means many of these individuals left children behind. When you die, you are deleted. Your memory can stay. People can have fond memories of you, and your spirit can stay. You may have taught people some things that they're able to carry through, so your spirit lives on. But you, as an individual, you are indeed deleted. You can no longer produce for your family the way you did when you were amongst the living. So therefore, you are deleted. You are taken out of the equation. According to the CDC 21, a black male child born today can expect to live to 66 versus his white peers at 73. 66. So over the last 17 days, we've had the average of 26. So there's 40 years of life expectancy that you're going to lose right now being in Washtenaw County. Right now, I mean, 26 is the average over the last 17 days. Over the last 17 days. Over the last 17 days, we've lost children, young men who are fathers, a couple of middle-aged men. And I don't know the status, but I believe they said that the one that did have kids, because his daughter may have been with him or been at the place where he passed. My brother over the road, Trey. We just in here cooking on these stats on my local end. We've had 8 pushed out of here in the last 17 days. And I'm being, criticized on the words that I use. People don't like the words deleted. I get it. But I think we have bigger fish to fry. Way bigger fish to fry. You can have a problem with the way I say it, but the fact that I have to say it, can we have a problem with that? Can we have an issue with the fact that I have to say 17 days, 8 deleted? I get you have a problem with the word deleted. I totally get that. But can we have a problem? Not the fact that I said the word deleted, but the fact that I had to say the word deleted. Can we have a problem with that? Can we have a problem with that? I mean, we can have a problem with that, then we can really talk. We can really cook. But if you're only going to have a problem with I said deleted, if I just, because I said deleted, that to me is a problem within itself. I'm gonna try to get to a screen. Let me see if I can get to a screen share. Let me see if I can get to a screen share, because that's really what I wanted to just bring attention to this, and then we can move past this. But this is what's really popping. Give me one quick 7. You are having problems because you are not promoting foolishness. You know what? I believe that. If I was promoting Megan the Mayor and her twerkathon at the Essence Festival, I'd be going viral right now. People would be, oh, I'm buffering. Uh-oh. Am I buffering, y'all? Sister Cynthia said I'm buffering. 2-to-1 ratio? Yeah. If I'm buffering, y'all, let me know if you can. Sister Cynthia says I'm buffering, so hopefully I'm getting back there. And she's on YouTube, so if I'm buffering on YouTube, then that means that some things are happening. So, screen share, my fault. Got a little sidetracked there with the whole buffering thing. Let me do this. This is going to be my not buffering here. Okay, appreciate that. Not buffering on the book. Appreciate that. I'm going to bring up this post. Buffering a little bit. You good now? Appreciate that. I want to make sure I'm good before I start this, because this is why, this is the time that I could be buffering. But if y'all tell me that the signal is good, now I can cook, because I really don't want to do it while is anyone having buffering problems? I mean, y'all figure that out. Let me take a sip. Okay. All right. Let's bring this up. Let's go ahead and bring this up. And there we go. Bring Cynthia's comment down. So just understanding when I was in this post, so this is the post, put it up today, from Chelsea to Ypsilanti Township, Ann Arbor to Ypsilanti. The regard for life has hit an all-time low. And then I broke it all down. One deleted on Ipsy on Father's Day. One deleted in Lima Township on 6/21. One deleted in Ann Arbor on 6/22. Two deleted in Ypsilanti Township on 6/26. One deleted in Superior Township on 6/29. One deleted in Ypsilanti on 7/4. One deleted in Pittsfield Township on 7/5. Okay. And then you get into the comments here. And then it's just what people are saying. I'm just going by what people are saying. Extremely insensitive. None of those people were deleted. They were humans and live on in memory. That's something some jacked up gunner on a helicopter would say in a war, or a 10-year-old gamer. Not cool. Okay. And I get, I get the fire. Of all things deleted, I wish it was this insensitive ass post. So they want the post to come down. I get it. I understand. They're not happy. Why are you using the term deleted? That's so wrong and disrespectful, especially for their family members who will see this. And just to let people know, I have family who were affected in this. I had family, and it was crazy because I had family and I really didn't even know that we were all connected until the situation had happened. And then it was like, you know who that is, right? And I'm like, no. And they're like, and I was like, oh no, you got to be kidding me. And she's like, no. It's like, you never met her, but those are her kids. And I'm like, oh wow. So yeah, I have family in this situation. So it's a situation for me. It's a situation personally for me that I feel like I have a responsibility to make sure that, for one, I'm not spewing any negativity. I'm just speaking facts. And if you feel like what I'm saying isn't factual, debate me on that. But don't debate me just on the sensitivity of the word or lack thereof. So there was Carrie Millinger, and she asked me, she said, why are you using the term deleted so wrong and disrespectful? So I had actually spoke this on another page because I had already caught a little flack somewhere else. And I really just copied and pasted it because it's all relevant. Okay. It's all relevant. I wasn't trying to be dismissive by not giving her a fresh post, but I don't think I need to. I'm saying the same things to everybody because it's the same thing. Yes, that is the term I use because as desensitized or evasive as it may sound, it is still acceptable on social media platforms. When you get to talking about other words, they will either delete your post, restrict your post, and or ban you altogether. I've been there many of times, as I have. Y'all know, I've been banned on Facebook, been banned on YouTube, banned on Twitter, banned on them all. I think IG is about the only one that really hasn't banned me. They just take my shit down. IG's just gangster. They just pull your shit down and be like, nobody else can see this shit. They don't really do nothing to my account. They just, keep letting me post and they just snatch it down. So my messaging requires me to be flexible enough with my verbiage to be able to stay above all community guidelines at all costs. You feel me? So most people do. And I appreciate Mark for jumping in. He is one of the moderators of the page and said the Facebook algorithm flags words, corporations make us alter our speech for their profit. So he gets it. He understands. He gets it. So I appreciate him. He didn't really come to my defense, I don't think. I think he just came to the defense of the integrity of Ypsilanti area discussion. So either way, I felt good that he stepped in, because I didn't feel like I was battling her. I felt like once I said what I said, I think was that her, Desiree, or Carrie? I'm not sure. Whoever it was, using deleted is weird as fuck. I get it, There's so many other words to use. Yes, and we've already talked about them, Desiree. You should come on over to the stream, and then I'll even go back over those definitions, or synonyms, and see if you like any of those words better. Rub out, you know what I mean? Take out. If you like any of those words better, I'll use one of those words instead of delete it. But she said it's weird as fuck. I like that. So that was one. that was basically one. Let's see. So I think this is Yad. So let's get out of this. Okay. Let's see what else is there. There's Yad, and then there's the one with discernment. And I think that's the one where they kind of got in my shit. That's just no. Ypsilanti. Is this the discernment one? Or did he start some other shit? This is uncensored. He said, I can't find any evidence of any police-related deaths, but what do I see is too many people killing each other in the area. And I said, where in my post did I say police shot anyone? Because see, that's the narrative that they'll start. They'll start with the whole, police killed somebody. Hey, we know police kill people. Absolutely. We absolutely know they take people out. They rub people out. You know what I'm saying? They eradicate people. We absolutely know that. See, those are some of the synonyms, Desiree, who was, on me on YAD, saying I could use some other words. I could use some other words, but people like to use murder, like to use kill, and then y'all be liking to get me banned. So no, I'm not doing that. I don't think I have to do that just to please you, Desiree. Either way. So I said that to Robert, and I don't think Robert responded. No, Robert didn't respond. Delete it. Let's call it what it is. And for Chris, for B Christopher, I gave him, he was the first person that I made this for. Yes, that is the term, da-da-dee-da-da-da, same one that I used for Carrie. And B Christopher said, understood. Now that right there sounds like a rational brother. I don't know B Christopher, but he sounds like a rational brother. Said, I support Chicago teachers. Appreciate you, B Christopher. Don't know you from a can of paint, but I'm going to request your friendship right on Facebook. Right here, right on live. And if he doesn't request, doesn't accept my request on Facebook, that's okay, because he don't know me. He'll be like, man, that's weird as fuck. Whatever. So Latoya Luke, B Christopher, Facebook will probably block them. That's why people interchange words or spell them wrong. See, she came to my defense. I would take it that Latoya Luke actually came to my defense. I appreciate you, Latoya Luke. No clue. Your verbiage is bad. And what did I respond? I gave her a good one. I just gave her just a classic response. Have a nice day. I just gave her a classic response. There was no reason for me to come back at her greasy. She said, no clue. Your verbiage is bad. You know what? I'm not going to change Jane M. Gainey Stevens' opinion of me or my comment. So I might as well just bid her farewell for the day. And I did so. And I said, have a nice day. So she gone. When YouTube starts buffering, it's trying to disrupt your program. For real. Twitter handing out blue checks. I need to get over to Twitter to give me some clout. Give me a blue check so I can be official. I can be official. Everybody going over to Twitter to get a blue check. I don't really get it. A blue check that gives you like really that much validation? I don't think so. Anyways, I think having like 20 subscribers on, a YouTube channel, and I know more than that watch. So I'm like, how do they do that? Anyways, at first I thought you meant that they were deleting crime after reporting it. I've been saying that for years. You hear about shootings and they're not on the crime maps. Yeah, that's a Washtenaw County thing. That's a Washtenaw County thing. They're always going to suppress publicly a lot of the murders. And you can find them once you go into the stats. You just go to the medical examiner and all that stuff. But they're going to suppress them publicly. You're not going to hear them outwardly. Okay, it's just weird. I'm on a live stream and I'm answering Facebook posts on the live stream, not in the comments. That's just the way it is. It is what it is. Michelle Schooler, Nikolai, just commented. question mark for Cindy Gable. I don't know what your question is, Cindy, and I'm not going to answer it right now. I'm in the middle of a live, Cindy. What are you doing? Get on the live stream and get in the chat. So what is that? But we all get the point. I'd like to know where the weapons that were involved came from. I'd like to know that too, Michelle. I'd like to know that too. Yeah. Come on. The live. I'd like to know that too. Oh, I don't know who Drew Nowak is. So let's not put that in there. Right now. Oh, I get it. I'd like to know that too, because I don't think anybody's talking about that. I haven't heard anything from the county. The county has been eerily quiet. I've heard people who have been podcasting, not even so much in the Michigan territory, but people outside of the area are talking about Michigan right now. You know, we are gaining people's attention right now. That's something that's happening. You said they suppress a lot. Yes, they do. Yeah. They suppress a lot of the statistics, and it's, you know, to keep Washtenaw County in a certain frame for people outside of Washtenaw County. You live here, you know, but if you don't live here and you're seeing Washtenaw County from afar, you're like, oh, that's a great place to visit. You know, maybe a great place to raise a child. Da-da-dee-da-da-da. But they suppress a lot of bullshit. Designs, what's good with you, brother? Absolutely. People are worried about the wrong things. And when someone comes at me and says, I really don't like exactly what you said on your post, I'm thinking to myself, you're more concerned that I said deleted. You are more concerned that I said deleted than you are concerned about the people who got deleted. Because I've seen nothing that you've said on in any of these days that any of the 8 people that got deleted, you haven't said anything. You've been quiet. But now that I have brought to the forefront that 8 people have been deleted, now you've got a problem with me saying something as to how they were murdered. They were deleted. But I can't say murdered because I'll get deleted. I mean, shit. I don't know exactly what to say. Oh, cuz. See, and we never got into do it. We need to do the stream, cuz. We need to do the stream. You have way more information on a lot of that, but I have read up on the script now. I have absolutely read up on the script. There's absolutely a script. There is absolutely a script. And I'm not talking no conspiracy stuff. There is absolutely a script. So I'm going to give you that one wholeheartedly at this point, because I didn't know anything about a script. But I know that there is absolutely a script now. There is a script. I don't know exactly where that chime is coming from. But you know, it's here. I'm just in here. Let's see, got that copied. Throwing the link in the chat for any spontaneous souls. What do we got here? I get it. What did Monica say? Monica Williams said, guns are guns. They are not Republican or Democratic. Guns control fails at working in Chicago or the entire state of California, and societal issues are not solved at all by feel-good laws. A deeper dive is required. Yeah, I didn't answer Sky on that one. Most of it's the result of the GOP. Look, man, we're not going to put all of this madness on a political party. You know, there's got to be some onus put on the people in the street. I get that the guns are there. I get that the guns are being dropped off in these territories. I get all that stuff. I totally understand it. But we can't blame it on a political party. Monica's replying. She's active right now. I appreciate that, Monica. Thank you. Link is in the chat if anybody wants to jump in. jump up on the stream. York County Health Department has not done a community health assessment since 2013. Is there a current report? Please let me know. Did you just do the research on that, Sister Cynthia? Did you just do the research on that? Because if we've got people, and she's in public health, y'all got to understand. So, I got doctors on the stream. Don't be but about 5 or 6 of us in here, but the ones that are in here are pretty goddamn smart. So, Sister Cynthia, Dr. Cynthia, we shall call her by her real name, and her real name is Doctor. So, Dr. Cynthia, if she just did some research from where she's at to where I am, that's not only powerful, but that's people that are locked in. They locked in where you are, but they out here doing, because I'd like to know now. It says York County Health Department has not done a community health assessment since 2013. Is there a current report? Please let me know. Let me find out. I need to find that out. Because things like that are important. In talking with these individuals, I think that everybody that comes into play, we have situations. Everybody that comes into play, there needs to be an eval. There needs to be an eval on the parents. There needs to be an eval on the kids. There needs to be an eval on the living situations. This is how, see, if they got census reports, why can't we do communal census reports type thing? And people who need help are much more likely to come forward from a one-to-one basis than from a group basis. So why are we not knocking on doors? Why are politicians not getting out? They get their people banded together for parades and parties and shit, but get your people out knocking on doors and let people know that there are psyche valves available to those. Some people just go, "Oh, no, I don't need that. Bam, bam, bam. Shut the door in your face." Some people going to know they have problems in their family. They're going to take you up on these things, but it's going to be a one-to-one thing. Give them some literature so they can look it out, look it up, make sure they know it's valid, that it is county sanctioned, because the county needs to be doing this. Doesn't look like the county has done anything since 2013, if that's what Sister Cynthia is saying. Is that what Dr. Cynthia is saying? That's not good. 2013, that's 10 years ago. 10 years ago, a decade. They haven't run a community health assessment in a decade. What they doing all their stats off of now? What they doing our stats off of in 2023? If there is no community health assessment since 2013, what have y'all been doing the stats off of? I want to know this. I want to know this now. I need to know. I want to know. I want to know like Joe. So yeah, where we are is people not understanding the purpose at hand. The purpose was not to insult anybody by saying delete it. It was not to insult anybody. It was not to embarrass anybody. But the fact that I had to say the word, I thought I'd catch more flack about that. Maybe not flack, but at least arise some curiosity as to the fact that 8 people have been deleted in 17 days. No, I caught flack because I said delete it. Really? Really? I mean, come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Y'all upset about not only the wrong thing, but the wrong thing. Really the wrong thing, right? Like the wrong thing. Oh, I think I got hit on this page. Hold on one second. This actually might have been the NR page I got hit on. Oh yeah, let me go ahead and hold on a second. Let me get back to the yeah. Yep. Yeah. I done messed around and hurt some feelings. And I wasn't trying to hurt nobody's feelings. There we go. I wasn't trying to hurt nobody's feelings, Monica, but saying the word deleted, boy, got some things stirred up today. So let me look at this post right here. This is pretty inflammatory. I would look at it as inflammatory. So it's the same post. Y'all see it's the same post. Bam, bam, bam. All right. I don't need to keep proving stuff to y'all. Here's Tabitha Plumaritas. Tabitha Plumaritas. Deleted. Documents are deleted. If this is about humans, that sounds weirdly dehumanizing. Once again, I gave her a very thorough response, the same response that I gave everybody else. Nobody's getting anything any different. This is all I need to give. I don't need to give anything any different. Michael Ryan. Oh yeah, Michael. He came at me. Lives deleted. What? Yes, sir. 8 people have been murdered in Washtenaw County in the last couple of weeks. Yes, sir. FYI, many more assaults, but this post is fatality specific. And Mr. Ryan did not respond after that. I think he was surprised that 8 people have been murdered in Washtenaw County in the last couple of weeks, and he didn't know about it. I put Mr. Ryan up on some game, and I think he went to find out if I was gospel or not. Where he live? Oh, don't say where he live. Well, he probably from the area, though. Cute little grandson there. Well, it could be his son, He could be doing the Al Pacino, Robert De Niro type thing. That's okay. And then we got Eric Fouts. Why are we saying deleted instead of murdered? Be clear about what you mean. He's like, be clear about what you mean. Are you saying deleted or are you saying murdered? Well, we kind of know deleted means murdered now, right? So Eric's a little late. Well, he wasn't late because he said this before the live stream started. So hopefully Eric's actually, hopefully Eric's there too. Hopefully Eric's there too. Mr. Ryan, maybe he hadn't caught up, but hopefully he just went and looked at the crime blotter and, got his calculator out and know that my numbers are gospel. It's all good. I've been doubted before. So, yeah, that's what I've been catching. And the whole thing, it just really just started because of this. It literally started because of this. 17 days, 8 deleted. I mean, people are upset about that. I get it. But they're really upset about that I said the word deleted. Really, folks? Really, folks? I mean, I can take it. I totally can take it. I'm not really concerned about when people come at me about goofy shit. And as far as I'm concerned, somebody being upset about me saying deleted, that's goofy shit. I'm not really upset that you seeing that. Hold on one quick second. Sorry about that. Folks are sensitive to the fact around. Yes. I mean, and I get it. I totally get it. But see, I'm not going to be faulted because we got sensitive people in this community. If I'm going to speak the truth, I'm going to speak the truth always. Always. I'm not going to say something that, to me, personally, I just don't understand people jumping in at certain things like this. Like, I haven't heard any of these people during any of the times, whether they want to say deleted, murdered, killed, unalived, whatever they want to say. I actually saw that, unalived. Somebody said, can't you just say unalived? Really? That's like unhoused. It's like unhoused. Unfed. Y'all like to use the uns. Do you understand the detriment of the un? That means there was something, and now it's been taken away. You were housed, and then you were unhoused. You used to eat, now you're unfed. You're alive, now you're not alive. You're unalived. Really? That's how easy it is? But you get mad because I say delete it? Come on, y'all. We got to do just a tad bit better. Because I am not making light of anybody's downfall. I am not disrespecting anybody's family. I am merely stating something that is stated in common terms. Just, you might not be in those circles. And the synonyms that I gave have been around for years, hundreds of years. He's talking about people getting rubbed out. Come on, man. That was a 30s term. 30s. 40s. Taken out. Come on, man. And for the people that weren't here early, the definition was put up. I had to put the definition up just so people can understand. Just so people can understand what the word delete means. And it means what it means. Remove, cut out, take out, expunge, excise, eradicate, cancel. Better cancel Christmas. Yeah. Unpublish, strike out. Cross out, put a line through, blue pencil. Some of these I've never heard before. And I actually like them. I like the blue pencil thing. Ink out, score out, scratch out, obliterate, white out, rub out, erase. Come on now. We've heard these in all the gangster movies. Efface. I have never heard that actually. Wipe out. We've heard that. Wipe him out. Blot out. Kill. You know what? That'll get you blocked. Delete. And the typic X, whatever it is. Went over all that. And for people to still be upset after this, after the post, I'm just going to say, hey, see live stream. Because this is what we talked about. We talked about the delete. Why I use the word delete. I think I said it pretty plainly too. Why I use the word delete. CHA are required. Are they supposed to be annually? Are community health assessments supposed to be annually, Dr. Cynthia? I need to know if we've had community health assessments in this county, because right now it's showing that we've not had them in 10 years. Who can find that information out for me in the county? I need somebody in the county to be able to find out if we've had, and I want to see the stats. I don't want somebody to be like, yeah, we've had them. No. I want to see what the results have been. Who do we have progressive like that in the county that can get that information? I want to know. Who do we have out here? We got to have somebody, right? We got to have somebody in the field. I'll find somebody, man. I'll find somebody. It's all right. I know some public health people. I'll find somebody. So, I'll find somebody. I talked about this in the last stream, and I said, although what I wanted was to have her be found safely, I wanted to have her be found safely. But I wasn't hopeful. And I didn't want to be disrespectful to the family at all. I didn't want to be disrespectful to the family. I looked at what seemed logical to me, and I went with my gut instinct. My gut instinct. When they gave the situation that the animal, and now what I know, he allegedly sexually assaulted Winter's mother before he stabbed her. And then once he stabbed her, he stepped over his 1-year-old child that he had with the mother. You with me? And this is what I've been thinking about. This is why I can't sleep right now. I mean, I always have sleepless nights, but right now, why I have sleepless nights because of something like this. So this creep steps over his own child that he produced and took Winter, who he was not the biological father of. And at this point, it's a blur. It's a blur all the way until he gets into the police chase, the crash, them realizing that Winter isn't in the vehicle. And he wouldn't say where Winter was. And they crashed in St. Clair Shores, and that's on the east side, far east side of Detroit. But he had already dumped the body. He had already left Winter's lifeless body in an alley. See, they weren't on him. They was on him, but they wasn't on him. Or they might have been able to get to him. But who knows if she was even alive at that point? Nobody knows when this dog took Winter's life. Nobody knows. Nobody knows but him. And I don't want to hear none of that shit from y'all be talking, that's between him and God. He knows, and God, look, man, this ain't the time to get biblical with me. I don't need nobody getting biblical with me on this. This ain't between him and God. He don't know God. He is a total demon. He is a total demon. He is demonic. So he leaves this baby in an alley. In an alley. A 2-year-old baby who I believe he had already murdered. I don't believe the crime took place there. And I always say the same things because I don't believe any of it needed to happen. You produced a child with this woman and then you bring yourself to rape her? That's not his mugshot. That's not his mugshot. They ain't got a current mugshot of him. That's either I think that's his driver's license picture. That's not a mugshot, cuz. No, he's not able to take a mugshot right now. He was jacked up. He got injuries. He was jacked up. That's not a current picture. That wasn't the picture of at the arrest. No, he jacked up. I don't know if he has any facial issues, but that wasn't when this just happened. You know. Yeah, that wasn't right when this happened. This is this different situation going on. So when I think of the situations going on in the county, because this happened in Wayne County. So this is not one of the 8 of the statistics that I've talked about. This is Washtenaw County. But what happened to Winter happened in Wayne County. And Wayne County is a whole different ball of wax. Okay, it's a whole different ball of wax when we start talking about this deleted thing. So I'm not going to change my verbiage just because it's Wayne County. Deletions are deletions. This baby came in contact with a demon. She was put in the company of a demon. And there was absolutely no reason that he should have ever been close to this baby. Never. He never should have been close to this baby. And how she brought herself to produce a child with this individual, it baffles me. It baffles me. And then in turn to be sexually assaulted by him, I feel for some of these women. Because I don't know what level you're on, because this just didn't happen in him. This was already in him. There were signs. There were signs. But he hung around long enough and they produced a child? I don't get that. I don't get how it's possible. To have known that there was absolutely nothing anyone really could have done. I mean, the way this happened. He assaults the mother, then stabs her, assaults her twice, sexually assaults her, then he physically assaults her. So she's unable to do anything. The 1-year-old child that he produced with the mother is defenseless. And then he picks up Winter. She's 2. Defenseless. There's absolutely nobody that could have stopped him. Nobody could have gotten in his path. I don't understand. When people don't realize when I say the word delete, it's not in disrespect. But what more do you have? Winter's mother will never see her again. Her 1-year-old sibling will never see her again. Her father will never see her again. And here he was trying to go to school and play football and make something of himself, and he got to come back here to bury his daughter. How does he carry on? An early 20s black male trying to do the right thing, trying to go to school, playing some ball, so they're giving him some money to go to play and get an education. And then he's got to catch the news that his daughter has been taken away. Where in the senses of all this, and people want to have the nerve to come at me because I said delete it? Okay. Obviously worried about the wrong things. And that's okay. I get it. Mindsets are where they are. They're going to be where they are. But I it was funny to me. It's funny to me, but man, there's so much more pressing shit out here. I got kids, y'all. I got grandkids, y'all. It's an unfathomable thing. Unfathomable to me. Something like, can't even pull the words together. Man, y'all be good. I think I've made myself clear where I stand on why I use the word delete. And if I didn't make myself clear, you may want to listen to this again. I've given up the definitions and synonyms multiple times. I've shown how I'm more than comfortable with speaking about this as long as you're respectful. You must be respectful. Please be respectful. Because I don't want to be disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be disrespectful. Ypsilanti area discussion just approved my post. I don't know what post it is. Oh, they just approved the stream. Well, it's almost over. Okay. So nobody saw it over on Ypsilanti area discussion live. So they're going to catch it now and they won't be able to comment on it. But I appreciate y'all just the same. Appreciate you putting it up, you know. Better late than never. Is that what they say? Better late than never. No big deal. I'm good with it. Keep your family close. But don't keep your enemies closer. I know they used to say that. That's not a good theory. You don't keep your family close and keep your enemies closer. You keep your family close. And you keep your enemies where you can see them. And if need be, put them in your sights. Soft as booty meat, Monica. Soft as booty meat. I that's why I'm not even understanding where people are coming from with this. My brother, people need to understand it's not about politics. This is a people thing. And if we're going to let political parties separate, segregate, whatever, okay. But that doesn't run me. I know who I am. I know what I am. So peace to everybody that checked out the live, everybody that's been in the chat. One love. Hopefully I've made myself clear on this thing, why I use the word delete. It actually means finality. Finality. They're no longer here. Doesn't mean that they never existed. Doesn't mean you can't cherish their memory. But they are no longer here. If y'all can't get that, I get it. Life goes on. Life goes on. Peace.
You know, this revolution is filled with so many ironies, really. First, you tell us that it is manly to keep your word, right? If you are a man, you keep your word. And now all of the black people in this country are demanding, and even the black people in the whole world are demanding, is that you keep your word. You told us we were free. Well, then show us that we're free. You told us that there is justice, equality for all in this country. Well, then stick to your word and let us see the justice and equality for all. Or else admit to us that you're not a man, you're a worm, you're afraid of us, you're afraid to give us equal stand. You're afraid that if you give us equal ground, that we will match you and we will override you.
can kill all the black folks you want to, baby. But you will not kill the freedom of black folks. It's coming. We're going to get it. We fought every one of your damn lousy wars, lady, and you give us nothing. Now, the war is going to be here, but we're going to be free. Now, you kill you want to, but we kill too.
I see it. 3 to 5 years. Peace.